What up, guys? How's everybody doing tonight? What are you guys up to? So keeping it casual tonight. Just gonna do some sweeps of the room and take requests. So if anybody wants anything, throw it in the chat and let me know. What up, Tazzy? So if anybody has any requests, throw it in the chat and let me know. There's a bunch of stuff listed, a bunch of figures in the room with me. So if you guys want to see anything, let me know. If you want to make an offer on anything, that's cool as well. We got the new Batman in stock. Christian Bale and Michael Keaton both available. So if anybody has any requests or wants to see anything, let me know. There's a whole shelf right in front of you, and I can do sweeps of the room as we go. I do not have any wrestling in stock. I'm going to have a Final Boss Rock coming in. It should be here probably early next week or maybe for the weekend. So we'll see. But I don't have any wrestling in stock at the moment. I have the pop of Final Boss Rock. It's just not in the room with us right now. And I'll have the figure, the Elite Final Boss Rock. Let me know if you're after that one. So once again, guys, if anybody has any requests for anything, let me know. There's a bunch of figures right in front of you, and we have a whole more in the room. We typically have over 500 figures available. There's a ton in the room at the moment, and we have a bunch stored in the garage as well. So if you guys are after anything, take a look through the listings. Let me know what you're after, and I can either grab it for you if it's in the room, or we can set it up in the future if I have it in storage. I do not have any Batman Who Laughs left. I might have the pop stored with the pops. All the pops are like pretty much in the garage though. Let me know if you're after the pop. It was a con exclusive from last year. But I don't have any action figures for Batman Who Laughs at the moment. I'll show you guys the DC section over here. So you can look at that for a little bit. So there's DC, and then that top shelf is like miscellaneous stuff. There's some Godzillas at the bottom. There's a lot of platinum releases on that shelf. Oh, you know what? Actually, there's a Batman Who Laughs in this room, the pop, if you want to see it. If you're still here. I just realized there's one on the shelf. So the guy who asked for Batman Who Laughs, here's the pop. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Let me see, did he leave? Let's shoot him a tag just in case. Alright, I'm going to show you guys some Marvel now. There's a whole shelf of Marvel here. We were able to restock the Marvel Knights Daredevil. So he's available. We have a bunch of Secret Wars figures available, including the Wolverine. And then we do have, from the Nemesis wave, we have the Wolverine and we have the Husk available, which are in the front. I can show those again if people want to see them. What up, Prof? How you doing? Oh, you got it. You got it in hand now. You're opening them now. Awesome. Yeah, I really want to get some of them. I'll probably wait till ToyCon and pick up like a couple of them. And I assume they'll have them there. Not really buying for myself at the moment. I kind of want to open this Soul Viper. After seeing those on display at Toy Fair. You didn't get your Goblin yet, right? Yeah, sure. Friday, okay. We did the new set of Star Wars Unlimited. We did rips yesterday. The archive is on YouTube. Here's some G.I. Joe stuff. We started that stream like an hour early too, and I was still on very late. And then I edited some of it. Like I did breakout clips for like the first 4 packs. We did 36 packs though. But I'm really more concerned with the first 12 packs. Those are the Carbonite edition ones. So I'm gonna like get those out in order. And then I put out like a full like edited version of the like big version of it, like just endpoint endpoint. It's actually set 4. So there's 3 sets a year. So this is the first set that the schedule is supposed to be 3 sets a year. So this is the first set that was released this year. and we pulled the showcase for Avi. Yeah, we pulled a showcase for Avi. The Carbonite edition packs, which are the ones that are like more expensive, they're supposed to retail for like 25 a pack, and then we ended up. I sold the box to Avi at like a good price. That comes with like a bunch of legendaries, and then they have a new thing called like a prestige that you hit, and you get one of those in every single pack. So you're getting 12 of those in a box. I can show you some of Avi's cards, actually. Got them right here. Haven't shipped them yet. Which, if you guys want to watch the full rip, it's on the YouTube. But I can show you guys some of these. Well, let me get myself in a good position for this. So this is the big hit. This is the showcase. And then we got this cool ghost, which is a hyperfoil full art. The Hondo is just a legendary, but it is the foil. Radiant. We got better versions of this. Here we go. This is the Falcon. So this was in the prestige slot and is a starter card. So you usually have to buy like the starter decks to get the base version of this card. And we got the prestige version. Hyperspace version of the Turbo Laser Salvo. A Hyperspace Annihilator ship. Have a better version of this. Yeah, this one it gets real good. I'll save this one for last. So this is like what a really good like prestige looks like. The only thing higher tier than this for this type of card is if it's numbered here. But that's the foil profundity. And then the home one, which is similar. Phantom 2. Shuttle Tidarium. This is the non-foil, but it is a prestige. Radiant 7. Same thing. The Starhawk. We got a bunch of Radisses. This is the best one. And then we got this one. Fetz Fire Spray. Prestige foil. So once again, the only better version of this card would be if it was numbered here. So he did good. I mean, the showcase alone is worth the price of admission. And we ripped a regular box as well too, so that was good. So we're sold out on that set at the moment. And then maybe I'll grab some more. We'll see. Oh yeah, it was all good. I mean, he got a lot of cards that he really liked. There were some good like Mandalorian cards too that weren't like giant hits, and just him getting the Fetz Fire Spray was definitely awesome. And then I sent you a picture of this guy. So I'll show him on stream. Where'd he go? Well, that needs to be in a better spot too. Where did that Batman Begins, Batman Beyond go? So as always, if anybody has any requests for anything, let me know. This is like some of the newer stuff. We got the X-Men. The Extreme X-Men Wolverine is here, and the Husk from the Nemesis wave. We got the 2 new Batmen over there. So we got Keaton and Bale available. We also have the Batman and Ace the Bat Hound. And I do have a Batman Beyond somewhere around here, which is also newer. That's just showcasing newer stuff in the front. But I'll keep doing sweeps of the room for you guys. If anybody has any requests on anything, let me know. Whether you see it or not, just let me know. You can look through the store. If it's not in the room, I can set it up for you on a future stream. But we have plenty of action figures in the room at the moment. So hopefully we'll be able to find something for whoever wants it. Oh, here's the Batman. Where's that Legion? Oh, I put it up there. Here's that Legion I picked up. I like his armor. You could definitely like swap the legs and chest onto like a knight if you wanted to. Or honestly, this would be a good like Necronominus guy too. Out east, I had to go to a kid's birthday party for my buddy. So while I was out there, I went to this place, Milo's, which is it's not too far out east. They only had two things. They had this one and they had like the neon green one. But I like the armor on this one a little bit better. It was kind of random. They literally just had it like they have a horror type section that has like a lot of old Spawn McFarlane stuff, some Universal Monster stuff. They actually had the Burger King Creature from the Black Lagoon like in the bag. They had a couple of those, but they were charging like $20 for it. So I was like, all right, let me skip that right now. But that's the place that I usually get like loose Star Wars from, and they just haven't really restocked clones. So I usually grab like 20 to 30 loose Star Wars figures from there because they'll usually have a good deal and stuff. But I only grabbed like a couple because I didn't really like what they had. Where's that bag actually? I'll show you what I got. So first of all, I got my buddy's kid who was 3 a Schleich playset. So it's like a cool like battle arena where you could build it, and then it comes with like cages that the figures can come out of. And I just know that he has like a lot of figures because he inherited a lot from his dad. So I was like, oh, let me do like the battle arena, and then it doesn't even matter really the figures that it comes with. And then I got him like an extra figure and like a Spider-Man toy. And I had also gotten him this because it's Schleich, and I was like, oh, I'll just get him like a couple extra Schleichs. But I nixed it because I think it might be a little too scary for him for a 3-year-old. But it is dope. It's cool though. Schleich makes cool stuff. Their stuff is just overpriced. Like that figure is like $25. And then I got, because I like the 3 3/4 inch Marvel stuff, so I'm like slowly building that out. Most of my stuff is sealed, but they had the Electro. And they had this Ben Riley, which looks really good, which I'll take him out actually. I think that's a good looking Ben Riley right there. It's got the ridged lines. I always like this suit from the Maximum Carnage. Yeah, it should be Marvel Universe. Yeah, I'm like, when I see the Spider-Man stuff, I grab it. And this doesn't really seem like it's been articulated that much. Honestly, all the joints are very tight. That's a good one. Avi. There he is. There's the Electro. Yeah, so I grabbed those for myself over the weekend. Oh, nice. Did you ever get the HasLab? And then this guy was in the bargain bin, and he's like a $20 droid from Saga. So I grabbed him. And they do like a deal if you buy multiples. So I grabbed just the boost power of the Force R2D2. His leg works and everything too. So and his wrap, his like metal wrap looks pretty good on the dome too. So actually around the eye is not great, but still, if you put it there, it's good. It was good to have another astromech. And then the good Star Wars find was this guy. Which now I'm forgetting his name, actually. Oh, let me do it again. Which actually, I'll show you guys how this works. Good way to identify figures if you haven't used it yet. Because I saw that he was $15, and I liked his design, so I said let's look him up and see if he's worth it. Because I want him like for like diorama. So if you do the old Google app, hold on, I can't do it like this. My bad. So Google app, Google Lens. Tap the search, and it'll find it for you. Bane malware. It'll find the eBay listings and stuff. It's a good way to identify figures if you're ever wondering if a figure's worth something or you just need to identify something. But I like him. He's just like a cool guy. I mean, he could easily be a G.I. Joe. I don't think that is. His helmet might come off, but I don't want to force it. And it's got his extra gun. Yeah, I think the dragon is going to be one of those, like, just get one and, like, make a decision. I do want to know when they're charging, because I know it's a 30-day pre-order period. I made a nice detailed rundown for everybody that I posted on the TikTok in our broadcast channel on Instagram. So all the details are there for you guys. Or all the details that they've released so far. So I'm definitely going to be using the broadcast channel more because it's awesome. I can just toss any information in there and it'll be good for people. I was expecting them to charge up front on order like they do with Mythic Waves. Yeah, I guess. But then they're gonna have the like a firm payment option too, right? So I'm wondering how much the upgrades are gonna be because it's $550 for the base dragon, right? So then, how much do we think the upgrades are gonna be? Do we think they're gonna be 100? I mean, I feel like it should be like 50 per upgrade. Because it's a head with a fire effect, or wings, right? You mean for each upgrade or for both upgrades? For both. I'll just go to the TikTok video. So this is the base dragon. And then you get the head with the flame effect as one of the upgrades. Or you get just the wings. Okay, so I was right. And then these are actually in-hand pictures that I took when I was there, and you can see that there's some burnt up like skeletons and like knights around, and people are saying that those might be some of the tier unlocks. Which, listen, if they're gonna give us like through tier unlocks, like at least two extra figures through tier unlocks, like a skeleton and a knight burnt up. I mean, that's awesome. Cause say it's $650 for the all-in, quote unquote. So that's the dragon with the two upgrades and whatever tiers we hit on the stretch goals. Then, if you're getting two extra figures that you would assume are like 50 each, it's just Exception. It is. It is. That's why I'm making this content. Yeah, I still do not understand TikTok. Because there's things that like do decent. The bar for me is, does it get over 300 views? Because that's kind of like the jail that you're in, and then if you get above 300 views, then you like kind of have reached out. I know those are very small potatoes. How much for the Wolverine? The Wolverine is 35. He does not come with a Build-A-Figure piece. 35 for Wolverine. Let me know if you want him. We do have him early, so it's a good price for having him early. I'll give him a run. You can grab him if you want him. But remember that this is one of the figures in the wave that does not come with a Build-A-Figure piece. Brand new Wolverine, Extreme X-Men Wolverine. If you see anything else you're interested in, we always do better deals on multiples. The other figure we have from this wave is Husk. If it's ever a figure that comes with a Build-A-Figure piece and you do not need the piece, we will knock $5 off. You get the figure, we keep the piece. So, yeah, that's why everything that I post is like try to keep it under 3 minutes. Or I'll put the long form versions of things just to have them on there. I don't know. Still trying to figure it out, really. But I've devoted a lot of effort to getting it there. We just got to 120 followers, guys. Under 1 minute reviews for TikTok. I can't do that. Because we would have to bake it into what we're already doing here, and it's so much work to get a review off the ground. What I was doing is I was trying to like clip out like the segments of them. I don't know. You gonna test it? Okay. Yeah. I just try to like clip things into things like that. But then also when we did the rips yesterday, I noticed when I was editing the individual pack rips today that I was going like 3-4 minutes per pack, which is ridiculous. And then I did one version that is just the regular time version of the first pack, and then a sped up version that makes the first pack 35 seconds and just added music to it. So I want to see which one of those does better. I assume that the shortened version will do better, but yeah, it's just it's just so much effort. You need to set aside the time for it. So yeah, it's so ridiculous though because they're neck and neck. This one is the one that is just the regular edit in point out point just for that pack. This is the sped up version, which I'll play it for you. And clearly, I'm talking and asking questions here, so when I do pack 2, it'll be faster. I did figure out the aspect ratio, though. Oh, we just got a follower. We're at 123 followers, guys. Look out. It's a slow build. The growth is actually happening, though. It's just happening very slowly. Sir Gideon Heaven's Brand is probably the most beautiful action figure I have. So, is that the ones that were at ZoloCon? That's like the. It's a Phasma showcase set. Oh, wow, Avi. That's sick. How many packs you ripped today? That's a lie. But okay, I'll take it. All carbonite? Okay. Have the what are the prices looking like? Still same range? He's got gold armor and the white armored horse. Okay. Oh, sorry. It's the lead. It's the lead. No, no, you said on whatnot like 37 to 67. So random. So random. At least the baseline being 37 is good. Yeah. I can only imagine. I'm gonna point you guys at some DC stuff for a little bit in case anybody wants anything from there. New Value Night articulation setup. Yeah, no, I got it. It took me a minute because there's one action figure line that this guy was selling at ZoloCon that was like religious characters, and I thought that's what you were talking about for a minute, but no, I get what you're talking about now. I think tomorrow's going to be a big cleaning the office day because I don't think that work is going to be that busy. So at least I hope not. Seems like I do everything. What up, Seth? How you doing? Okay, so people are looking at Marvel already. That's a good thing to be looking at. The leg is warped. Man, these things do not have great articulation. Let's let people look at G.I. Joe for a little bit. If anybody has any specific requests for anything that you guys see, let me know. Plenty of stuff available. Just doing a casual browsing night for people. And I'll try to program some stuff for this weekend. I know we have some figures we need to review. Maybe we'll talk about Toy Fair. I'd like to be prepared for it, so I want to get like all the stuff in one place and have it ready. We'll talk about Daredevil at some point. I have not watched it yet. Did anybody watch Daredevil yet? I never watched season 3, so I'm like on the fence of like, do I go? And I mean, I restarted season 1, so I've kind of been watching that. But it's also like you got to watch like 36 episodes to get back to where Born Again is. So I don't know if I need to do that. What I was thinking is that I could do just watch the first 2 episodes of Born Again, because I assume that they did a good job of like you don't have to have watched the other show in order to like know what's going on, because it's been like 8 years since that show aired. So I think I can just jump in, watch that, and then while I'm waiting for the new episodes to come out, continue my rewatch. You know what it is? It's that they're every episode is like 40 to 50 minutes, and it's like I don't know. Like, I hate the fact that Star Wars shows are just all over the place with their run times, and usually they're super short. Like, less than 30 minutes is insane. But hour-long shows are just... If it's a 13-episode season, and every show and every episode is, like, 45 to 50 minutes, it just takes so long to get through. You're, like, exhausted after every episode. You're like, all right, Jesus Christ. I mean, there are obviously some episodes that move really fast because you're like locked in the whole time. But even rewatching season 1, there's a lot of establishing things, you know? No, I do not watch Reacher. With your big McBuff man. Your favorite big McBuff man. How long are the episodes? $48. Yeah, gotcha. I mean, it's one thing if you're watching them week to week, but when you're trying to like binge stuff, that's what kills a binge when the episodes are too long. And I don't want to. I'm not the type of person that's okay with me dicking around on my phone while I'm watching something. Like, if I catch myself doing that, I'll rewind and rewatch because I'll just be like, no, I definitely missed something. You know, it's just not the way that I like wanna watch the shows. Yeah, Penguin had a good pace. I actually still need to watch the end of it, which is ridiculous. I think I have like 2 episodes left. I always stop at the most ridiculous part. You know the show The Wire? I watched all of that show and I never watched the finale. I mean, this was years ago. I guess I was just afraid for it to end. I didn't want to say goodbye to McNulty. Shit. Okay. What's the thing's name? Yeah, no, Ben Grimm. Yeah, it's with 2 M's at the end, though. You got it. Okay. Where do you know where you stopped? Like, did you not watch? Because they started splitting the seasons up. There was like a part A and part B to certain seasons. Okay. Did you see the episode with her boyfriend and the construction on the construction site? No, it was another thing. You can just watch it for yourself. It's fine. It's really funny though. It launches a whole arc for one of the main. Well, it's a side character, but it is like a main part of the mob characters. Where did I put my phone? All right, here is another shot of DC stuff. If anybody wants DC stuff. Oh, you only got through season 1 of The Irishman? That's the joke about that show, is that it's a movie, but it's basically seasons of a show. I never even attempted to watch it. Marty Scorsese, you know, action hero movies aren't really cinema, you know? Shut up, you old bat. Casino's amazing, though. Goodfellas is amazing. Carlito's Way. Randy Blanco. You know, it was funny when we were doing the shop. There was a kid that came in, and he was a little like tentative, like a little skittish overall, but he was asking about like Daredevil comics and like all this different stuff, and it was all mob related. And he's saying that he wanted to, he was an aspiring artist, and he wanted to write a comic about the mob, and that's like what he was into and stuff. So I asked him, I was like, "Have you ever seen The Sopranos? No. Have you ever seen Goodfellas? No. Have you ever seen Casino? No." And I was just like, "How are you into the mob if you've never seen any of these movies? What is the influence that got you into this? That like that's your gateway into being into that type of content." And he had never seen any of the classics. And then I looked at his pinky ring. It was so weird. I was like, "Where did this come from? From this kid? Like, why would you even be interested in that if you've never seen any of that stuff?" He never saw The Godfather. Like, he never saw any of it. It was a weird moment. So I gave him a list. And I told him, I was like, "This is the list. Write all this down. Watch all this stuff." Bubo. Bubo is a bubowicular. Morty Frog Dog. The spy in Jabba's. Oh my god, look at the backs. Right. I had to remind myself the name of this guy because when we were doing rips yesterday, he was the like one of the mascots, and I just forgot what his name was. So Bubo. Okay. Look at all of this information. It's so ridiculous. He's a obviously palace. Bubo is a buboicular, also known as a warty frog dog, and served as a spy in Jabba's court. He is known for eating a detonator to save Jabba from an assassination attempt. The figure is part of the Return of the Jedi line. Particular figure was released as part of the Court Denizen set in 2004. Bubo later joined Bomar monks and had his brain removed. Jabba the Hutt is a grand. Oh yeah, that's fine. But like so much backstory for this guy that's just like this frog guy. So funny. But I'm assuming that a lot of that happens in like the Dark Horse comics or some of the books or something. Because you know it didn't happen in the movie. They just asked to write his backstory for sure. It's just so funny when you like look up a random character. It's like, oh yeah, no, this is all the things that's going on with him. I should do like a Star Wars feature on like certain characters. That's good. That's good. 1 minute, 1 to 2 minute content, right there. This might This might spur something. I'm gonna screenshot that, and maybe I'll do something with that. Maybe I'll start with him. War of the Universe. I thought about doing it with comics. Like I remember when after I saw Captain America, I wanted to do a profile on Isaiah, but I need to like go and read the comics. Like I feel like with the Star Wars stuff, you could pretty much use like the Wikipedia, write a script, record it, and then bombs away. Like plus it's a little more on brand rather than me just like, oh, let's take for this random comic character. It's like no, I would usually I'll have the figure for the thing that I'm trying to talk about, and I can just take pictures of that and then use like some of the like. Because if you do like quick movie footage, you won't get copyright strikes. So maybe I'll do a profile series on like all the guys in Java's Palace. Well, for music, I think if it's 30 seconds or less, you can use it. I mean, first of all, TikTok, it's like the wild, wild west. Like certain things will get flagged, but then you just appeal them and you're fine. So I'll make content for TikTok. Like even with TikTok, you have the option to use people's music that is uploaded on there, and it helps them get traction and stuff like that too. So that is totally like not really worried about the music at all. It's more the like if I screen grab an entire trailer, you have to do certain things to make it so that it doesn't get flagged. Which usually it just doesn't straight up, but whatever. I found like a way around it. I mean, I guess, but it's associated with it, right? So it's like, who cares? YouTube will flag you though. YouTube always flags you. And if it's like the one thing that I always do is if I'm ever using like somebody else's pictures or something like that, all you got to do is toss that person credit. Like if you put in the caption like credit to Hans Zimmer for this music or like hashtag Hans Zimmer or something, then you've given them credit. That's really all you need to do. Yeah, there you go. So as long as that's happening, then that's totally fine. I wish that there was a system like that for YouTube, though. It doesn't seem to be. I mean, there might be, but I doubt it. Plus, you're building the shorts on TikTok and then transporting them over to YouTube, so. All right, it's been an hour. Nobody's asked for an action figure, so if anybody wants anything, let me know. Otherwise, we'll probably call it an early night. We were on late yesterday, so. Yeah. You know what it is, Prof, is that I signed up for it years ago and did like a little bit here and there, just to like promote, like if I was doing a show or just like stupid funny shit, or we were doing like Pokemon rips back then, like stuff like that. But I never really like got too into it, and I always thought like, okay, I should probably put some effort into this and like try to grow a TikTok, right? But then they announced that what up Space, Eight, how you doing, dude? Then they announced that it was going away, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not putting the effort into this if it's just going to go away. There's no reason to do that. But then once they announced that, like, it's permanently staying, I was like, all right, we're good. Thank you, Space. And you as well. And you as well. If you need help with anything, let me know, dude. All right, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna sign off in a couple minutes too, unless if people start asking for stuff. So, peace out, bro. Have a good night. We'll probably do some figure reviews this weekend or something like that. So keep an eye out. Oh, look who's back. Did you buy any more packs? Oh boy, that's all right, dude. This is when you should just be enjoying it. You know, as long as you're not blowing it up too much. You know, just remember that you got stuff coming. Are they gonna what? So this weekend, what are they giving you? Giving you? Oh, can you pick stuff up on Friday? Yeah, I'm just saying. Like, what are you gonna have? 3 boxes of carbonate. Okay, cool, nice. And they're gonna give them to you like on Friday, like on pre-release day, or you gotta wait another week. Nice, that's sick. Are you gonna record your rip? You have a camera? Just your phone. I mean, this is me. And most of the time we're doing it in a stream format anyway. But even when I was doing personal stuff, like you remember, I would fire up a stream here and just rip personal stuff so people could see it. I just like the idea of every time I'm ripping something that it's recorded. But you know me, I'm a content whore. I'm trying to create content. So I'm a slut dude, yeah. I mean, even if you wanted to record it and not even necessarily do commentary, you could just upload the silent and then just add music, or just drop me the footage and I'll fucking edit it for you. Nice. Oh, you got a light box? I was thinking about getting one. My concern. Hold on, my throat is like. I need a drink. Gotcha. Yeah. I was thinking about getting one, obviously, just for everything that we do. But I wanted to get one that's like nice and wide. So I couldn't quite pinpoint what size that I wanted. Do you know what dimensions yours are? Yours is? Because I just feel like if I'm doing a figure, I'm gonna like feel cramped inside the box. Mine is medium level. Let me check. Okay, how this really does fit my cards and my 6-inch stuff. Yeah, that's really all I want to accomplish. Maybe it's your 6-inch stuff that gets muted. Try 6-inch stuff. All right, now just try Hot Toys on its own. It's not gonna fit anyhow. It really does fit my card. So weird. It makes no sense. Also, can I just change that setting? Because I don't care what people say, as long as I'm not an asshole. I wonder if it's a stream setting I can change in the future. See, let's check one of the upcoming streams that I can still edit. Turn this on if your stream contains explicit content. See, but I don't want to, because then if like a kid wants to shop, then they won't come in. Well, you're permitted to use explicit language and whatnot. If this is toggled on, any language directed towards an individual that is violent, sexually inappropriate, or hateful is strictly prohibited. Oh, it's not even on. Is not allowed. Mute words. Turn this on and add words you like to mute. No, I don't think that I can do anything that would actually change that. Alright, let's point you guys back at Marvel for a little bit. I'm going to sign off. At the moment, I'll sign off at 1:30, so I'll hang out for like 8 more minutes. But if people want stuff, I will stick around. But we haven't gotten anybody asking for any figures in the over hour that we've been here, and this is an action figures section, so if we're not going to do anything, then we will sign off. I'm going to try to program some stuff for the weekend to make streams a little bit more interesting. We have Toy Fair stuff we have to talk about still. We never reviewed the Andor trailer. What else? I want to watch Daredevil and do a review of that. And obviously we have some figures we need to take a look at as well. Did you watch both episodes? Oh, you forgot about it. Well, good thing we weren't doing spoilers tonight. Yeah, I was like, I'm still watching. I started a rewatch, but I started it too late. So I'm like 7 episodes into season 1, but I just feel like, do I really need to do like a whole rewatch? The reason is because I never watched season 3, but I also feel like it doesn't matter. And I can just kind of like watch Born Again episodes 1 and 2, and then just continue the rewatch, and that'll be like the thing that I watch in between episodes, and just catch up that way. But I don't think it's gonna matter. Like, I assume that they wrote this show, so it doesn't matter if you watch the first show. What up, Space 8? He's a Born Again. What was that, Space 8? I'm allowed to be sick on my own stream. Do you think we're gonna get Return to DC Multiverse from Mattel? Was Matt Murdock figure spiking due to the new Daredevil series? Well, they just put the new one up. I will say that a lot of people pre-ordered that figure through my links. The new one. Let's see how many pre-orders we got. I need to break out my old one and put it on display. Oh, I needed to look in that bin to see if there was a spiral in there, because I found the other carded stuff, but it's in my car. But if you want to get it from Avi, that's all good. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, So 10 Daredevils on Amazon, and only one of those is mine. Let me see if there's any data on Entertainment Earth. I don't know if anybody used that link. Which that's pretty good for one figure. Nobody pre-ordered the Star Wars stuff today though. There's like a handful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12, and there were 6 figures available on Amazon, as opposed to double digits for Daredevil, and he was the only figure. Let's see, affiliate. I mean, unless if I don't have data yet, it doesn't look like anybody ordered anything from Entertainment Earth today from me. I honestly, everybody's like, I don't know. I feel like we're getting ahead of ourselves with. Listen, unless if I have not really looked into it. All right, I only know what we've been talking about and what like randomly came up on Facebook and stuff. But the Mattel DC thing, like other companies are still going to be able to make figures. Like I don't know. Did we see news that was explicitly McFarlane is losing the DC license? Like verified actual news, because I feel like a lot of this is just people assuming things, and I feel like a lot of people think that they know what they're talking about and they don't. Not to mention the fact that none of this is going to go into effect until like probably late 2026. Like if you assume that they're that has never been the case before, I found it very odd. Like if they lose the license starting in 2026, then I think that the way that it works, because this is the way that it worked with NECA in the past, is if it was like things that they already had like in production, they were still allowed to release them. Like NECA doesn't have the Friday the 13th license anymore, but they already produced figures from most of the Friday the 13th movies, which is why they're allowed to still sell those. The article clearly states he will no longer do it. But what is the article? I need the article. And who wrote it? All right, shoot me whatever evidence you got, and I'll dig into it. I mean, honestly, don't really care, to be honest, because I feel like the DC stuff hasn't really been selling to begin with, and it's never really been a main thing for us. I mean, I have a lot of stuff on that shelf, but a lot of that is platinum stuff. I've really only been grabbing platinum stuff like recently, and then I got like these two. Obviously, we need those Batman over there. The thing that I don't understand is why they're slowing down the production on GI Joe. And we can talk about this from just a pre-order perspective. So, if I look at the pre-orders today, where they released one Marvel figure and 6 Star Wars figures, and we're just talking Amazon stats, right? I have, and listen, this is based on my reach, so it's not really like set in stone. I have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I have 24 pre-orders that people did through Amazon affiliate links for today's drops. So that includes 1 Marvel figure and 6 Star Wars figures. Those are the figures that were available on Amazon, okay? So, what did I just say? 24. Let's just say it was 24, right? If I go to yesterday, if I could find yesterday. Tuesday. Damn it, hold on. They make this website so annoying to navigate. Alright, here we go. Yesterday. So I said 24, right? Custom date range. We want, it was, the G.I. Joe drops were on Tuesday, right? Tuesday to Tuesday. There were 79 orders yesterday for G.I. Joe things. And some of those could be multiple item orders. So like 50 more orders just for G.I. Joe stuff. And it was pretty simple G.I. Joe stuff. I mean, we had the Polar Bear, which was a $65 thing, the Retros, and the Firefighter. So it's 5 SKUs versus 6 SKUs today. So it's like the same amount of figures. But one of them is one action figure line, one is split across 2. One is Star Wars, which is the biggest IP in the world. The other one is Marvel, which is probably the second biggest IP in the world. We're excluding Pokemon here because that's not part of the conversation. So I just don't understand why they would slow down production on G.I. Joe when clearly it sells, because people pre-order it like crazy. Like, it's one thing if people are going to wait for things to hit clearance, but people are actually pre-ordering that line. I'm always amazed. I make the most affiliate money off of G.I. Joe every time. I get 50 orders every single time. And that's just me. And like I said, I have limited reach. You know, I'm just doing shit on my own, posting in Facebook groups, throwing stuff up on Instagram, doing a promo video here and there. You know, but I don't have a ton of followers. Okay, so we saw this. Soon, but I do think that they're scaling back. I think it's a combination of their next layoff wave and moving to Boston. So maybe a bit insider stuff, but I've talked to their team on the marketing front. They're forecasting production going down a ton due to the tariffs. There's also a focus. Yeah, but they said that they were gonna peel back production before we were even talking about the tariffs. Like it was before Trump was elected. I should think of more of an IP licensor versus making stuff themselves. In the long run, TCGs are making more profit than toys. Rumor is with them moving to Boston, they won't have to lay off people because many workers won't want to make the move. This also allows Hasbro's quarterly member numbers to look better than they may be. Blame the move kind of thing. Coca-Cola bear price is crazy. And then, yeah, but the forecast for their production numbers are slimmed down even more now. Gotcha. Well, all I'll say honestly is that for us, we pre-order a lot of stuff. So there will probably be less drops. Which honestly, I think it'd probably be a good thing for Star Wars just because they re-release the same shit over and over and over and over and over again. It happens in Marvel, but it's not as big of an issue in Marvel, which we'll point at Marvel for a little bit now. And G.I. Joe, the cadence with G.I. Joe is good. Transformers, I know that there's just... I don't even understand Transformers. There's way too many lines of Transformers. I feel like they should just do studio series. You know? Or like a version of the studio series line that just includes everything or something like that. I don't know. Or just have studio series and one other line. But it's super confusing to even like decide what you want to get for Transformers. 2026 is pre-order or bust, yeah. No matter how much figures makes Hasbro, it has never been a quarter of the amount of revenue board TCG brings them. Yeah, well, they have Magic the Gathering. But then, Space Hate, what is going on? Are you alright, dude? Are you just zipping around saying you're winning at life? Profit on that review is also much better on TCG. Oh yeah, it costs nothing to print those fucking cards. They made $600 million off of Monopoly Go alone. Well, there you go. Yeah, and they own so many IPs. I don't know. I don't think it's a terrible thing for them to be scaling back. It's just how, like, what does that look like? And we were looking at like those GI Joe figures that we pre-ordered the other day. So they went up for pre-order in early March. They're projected to come out in October. It's going to take them 7 months to release those figures? Doesn't make sense. If you look at like the way that McFarlane does his releases, I remember 2 weeks ago I was doing the promo video, the stupid ass promo video for these two Batmen. For these two Batmen right here. And I already found them. Like he announces and he releases. But it doesn't even matter. I'm just saying, like, the way that they announce things and then they get things out. It's like certain video game companies will do that. Like, a 2-week announced the release schedule versus a 7-month pre-order to release projection is an insane difference. Listen, every single DC Batman comes with a wired cape now, all right? Well, there's red tape related to DC, though. Like the fact that they couldn't do guns anymore. Or, sorry, pew pews. I'll say pew pews. Yes. But I guess I see what you mean. All right. We streamed for 90 minutes. We didn't make a single sale, but we got to hang out, so it's fine. It is what it is. Like I said, I'll try to program some content for this weekend, and we'll have a little bit more on the agenda. Just wanted to do like a relaxing, chill out stream tonight. That's all that matters. But I'm gonna sign off and relax, head to bed. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us. I appreciate you guys, and talk to you guys later. All right, peace.